Welcome to the New Zealand Rugby channel. I always keep you updated with the latest news, exciting matches, and in-depth analyses. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can follow the Warriors on their journey to conquer the world of rugby. It's hard to put into words exactly how I felt watching Ireland fall to the Springboks right there in Dublin, a mix of deep disappointment, lingering regret, and a touch of helplessness, as Andy Farrell's men were smothered on their own turf. This wasn't just a loss on the scoreboard, it was a brutal reminder that test-level rugby allows no lapses, and against the reigning world champions, every mistake is punished without mercy. Overall impression: a match where Ireland lost their identity. Heading into the game, I genuinely believed Ireland would carry on the form they'd shown over the past few seasons. But what unfolded was a team that looked disjointed, ill-disciplined, and constantly on the back foot. The Springboks did exactly what they are known for: applying massive physical pressure, breaking down the opposition's structure, and forcing errors. Ireland didn't lose for lack of effort that was obvious in the desperate carries from the forwards and the last-ditch tackles from the backs. They lost because they lacked composure in the crucial moments, and most of all because they crumbled in the set piece, where the Springboks were utterly dominant. Backline effort without cutting edge. Mac Hansen, the quiet warrior. Hansen impressed me. He fought for every minute he spent on the park. No flash, no fuss, just sheer grit in defense, constantly shutting down high-pressure Springbok attacks. He didn't get the chances to shine on attack, but he was still a bright spot. Tommy O'Brien, raw but promising. Losing him after the HIA check made Ireland's task even harder. Until then, he'd settled nicely and partially contained Kane Moody. That slightly high tackle, though, showed he's still missing the cold-blooded calm of a seasoned test player. Gary Ringrose, Bundy Aki, unsung defensive heroes, neither had the ball they needed to make a mark. Ringrose especially looked starved of possession. But when Ireland were down to 14, both worked relentlessly to limit the damage. Their defensive grit deserves credit, even if the Springboks completely shut down their attacking game. James Lowe, simply not his day. Lowe defended well at times and used his long kicking game, but the Boks clearly had his number. The high bombs put him under sustained pressure, and he never quite looked sharp. Sam Prendergast, a young talent under massive pressure. I can't blame Prendergast for the yellow. He was thrown into impossible situations as the defensive line kept folding. At his age, keeping his composure and getting the ball where it needed to go was already an achievement. The real shame is that he never got the chance to actually steer the game. Jamison Gibson Park, brilliant and frustrating in one. That gorgeous pass to set up Sheehan's try was a reminder of why he's one of the world's top nines. But the charge down kick leading to a Springbok try was costly. His performance swung between world-class and shaky, not the steady JGP we are used to. The forwards, where Ireland fell apart. This was the toughest part to watch. Soil and Doris, the heart of the team. If anyone deserves unreserved praise, it's Doris. Yes, he gave away a dangerous penalty. But his work rate afterwards was beyond what you'd expect from any captain. He was everywhere, saving possession, making tackles. Throwing himself into rucks like this was the last match of his life. Doris is Ireland's soul. Josh van der Flier, the man who never quits. A brutal shift, but full of steel. Every tackle, every breakdown effort showed his trademark resilience. Outmatched physically, yet unwavering. Ryan Baird, hardworking but overwhelmed. He did his job well, especially in the air. But the Springboks' power was overwhelming, and Baird eventually came off absolutely spent. Tard being the biggest heartbreak, his disallowed try was gutting. He played with his usual blend of smarts, skill, and relentless work, but bad luck and the mistakes of others left his efforts in vain. James Ryan, a day to forget. You could almost feel his own frustration after that costly penalty and the resulting stint with a man down. With his experience, he should have known better. The unsafe tackle didn't just hurt the team structurally, it dented their morale. Furlong Porter, a nightmare outing. I've never seen them dominated like that. The Springboks won the scrum battle almost entirely. Watching Furlong being driven back was painful, and Porter's stream of penalties only made things worse. A serious wake-up call for Ireland's front row. Dan Sheehan, one of the few bright sparks. His try was one of the few moments that got me out of my seat. His line-out throwing was okay, though the success rate suffered for reasons beyond his control. Still, he showed why he's among the best hookers in the world. Bench impact, effort in a lost cause. I liked the energy Kean Prendergast brought on. He made a difference the moment he came in. But with the match already suffocating from the outset, the bench had little chance to turn things around. The yellow cards to Crowley and McCarthy only made matters worse. Final thoughts. As painful as the loss was, I genuinely think this match will be hugely valuable for Ireland. It tore down illusions of stability and exposed weaknesses in physicality, discipline, and defensive composure under pressure. But it also highlighted true leaders Doris, Van der Flyer, Sheehan players with the class to guide Ireland forward. The Springboks delivered a lesson in ruthlessness. Ireland now need to learn how to rise again. Rugby isn't just about winning, it's about growing through defeat. And after this match, I believe Ireland will come back stronger, bruised, but more resilient. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos on the New Zealand Rugby channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on my latest videos. Wishing you all a great day, every day.